Almost 90% of the business owners that try to run their own Google Ads pause their campaigns after the first week of running them. So in this video, I want to go over the 6 things that you should do in the first 7 days to set you up for the best results possible. So let's hop into it. So with number 1 here, you want to make sure that your campaign is set up correctly, whether it's the settings with the location targeting, the keywords and the match types, and then tracking. Your conversion tracking is basically the number one top priority when it comes to just the overall setup for your campaigns. You want to make sure that you're tracking conversions, whether it's calls, forms, all that, and then the ad copy. You don't want to just put any old generic ad copy that you just got from ChatGPT. You want to make sure that your ad copy speaks directly to your ideal customer and that it's very relevant to the services that they're looking for, and that when they see this ad, it intrigues them to click and they land on your landing page and they want to book a service or they want to call you. And so with number 2 here, you want to make sure you want to look at some of if you're getting high cost clicks and no conversions, there are 2 things that you could be doing here. When you look through your keywords, you can pause those keywords there you're getting like a high click on, whether your average, you want to be able to get like 5 to 10 clicks per day, at most 10 clicks per day, but you're getting super high clicks to where it's costing you maybe $10 to $20, and you want to be spending half of that amount per click. So if you look through your keywords, you can just pause those high cost clicks keywords within your account. And then to leverage, basically to kind of prevent you from having to pause keywords because you probably don't even have enough data, you want to set a bid cap. And so what a bid cap does is you're telling Google I only want to spend this maximum amount on the click when it comes to those keywords. Now, over time, you may have to increase it or you may have to decrease it over time, but you want to start low and then work your way up pretty high to where you're showing up for a good amount of time on the Google search results page and that you're not paying too much for the click to where it makes sense. Quick reminder here, so if you are a business owner and you are using Google Ads to grow your business, I would definitely love to help you and schedule a free strategy call. Just click the link down below and in strategy call, I get to learn more about you and your business and how I can get you more leads, and not just any leads, but the leads that's going to generate you revenue so that you can grow your business on a month-to-month to a year-to-year basis. I definitely want to help you grow. I'm super excited to hear from you. So click the link again down below and schedule a call, and I'll see you there. Now with number 3 here, if you're getting high impressions and no clicks, there's 3 things that you could possibly do to fix this issue. You can check your keyword targeting. You might be targeting some broad terms that's not really relevant to your service, or it's just super generic. Maybe it's like a 1 or 2 phrase keyword and it's just too broad to where it's just bringing in and everything, so you're getting tons of impressions and no clicks. Another thing is you can tighten up your keyword match type. If you probably have it set to broad match, which is a no, especially if it's your first campaign or you just launched it. You want to make sure you leverage a phrase and exact match keywords. And 9 times out of 10, I usually start with exact match if you have a limited amount of budget. So stick to those 2 and you should start to see clicks come in because those keywords will bring in more relevant searches from those users that are looking for your service. And then lastly for that, you want to make sure that your ad copy message matches what people are searching for. If, like I said again earlier, if the keyword term is too broad and your message and your ad copy message doesn't match that, it's probably why they're not clicking. So you want to make sure that those 2 things are aligned, the keyword and the ad copy. So number 4 here, you want to check your search terms daily. This is the first 7 days. You need to be checking your search terms because this is what people are actually searching for in Google, and you don't want to waste any budget or any money on irrelevant clicks. I'm telling you that right now. So you want to go through your search term results add in anything that doesn't make sense for your business, and make sure you add it either in phrase or broad match. And I usually try to use the root word of those negative terms. So for example, if you come across a search term that says free plumbing services, you want to add the word free as phrase match as a campaign level negative keyword, and then go from there. And also, you want to check the match types. You want to check the match types on your keywords to make sure that you're not getting too many searches at one time, or too many search terms within the account. Hence, number 3, where you want to make sure you're not leveraging broad match, because then you'll get tons of searches that don't make sense, and you just want to try to switch your keywords over to the ones I recommended earlier, phrase or exact match. So that's number 4 there. Next, we have number 5, which is overly segmenting too early. I see this all the time, especially if you're a business owner and you've watched maybe hundreds and thousands of YouTube videos on Google Ads, and you think, let me just segment my campaigns by location, or narrow down my demographic targeting to only the top % of income earners, or just men or people that between the ages of 30 to 60. That's limiting your visibility within this Google search results, and you're not going to get enough volume to give Google the amount of time to learn from those clicks that you're generating. And also, you want to make sure it's a bit open, and then over time, I'll say maybe at least 3 months of data, you can then go in and say, hey, I'm getting majority of my conversions from the top % of income earners, or I'm getting majority of my leads from men instead of women, and you can go in and tweak those demographic targetings there. Now, when it comes to the keywords and ad groups, you want to make sure that you consolidate the majority of your keywords in an ad group that makes sense. So like a specific ad group where this is only for hardscaping services. All the hardscaping keywords will go in here. All your paving keywords will go in here. And if you have like a geo-targeting, all your hardscaping and Dallas keywords will go in that ad group. So you want to basically group everything that makes sense and not segment it out too much to where Google doesn't have the ability to just learn and bring in all those data points together. Because the more you have the campaign segmented or overly segmented, it's too many variables and too many ways that Google will have to kind of cherry pick what is working, and it will take longer for your campaign to get the clicks and the leads that's going to generate you more profit for your business. Going on to number 6 here, you want to check your auction insights. And the auction insights is basically a list of competitors that show up when your ad is shown in the search results page. Now, you want to make sure that the competitors that show up in the auction insights are competitors that match what you sell as a service or product. If it's way left field, then that means your targeting is just wrong in general. Don't let this happen. And also, it gives you a clear idea of like where you are it gives you a clear indicator as to like how much your competitors are spending and where you match up to that, and how you can possibly either increase your budget or increase your bids so that you're taking up majority of that market share